What up, guys? Welcome to Base Damage, and this week on podcast number 60, we are wrapping up our SAO Ordinal scale set discussion, and with part number 4, going over all of the blue cards. And this is a lot of blue cards, but we're going to try to go through this as quickly as possible. But we get Kool-Aid here, and Timmy.
What's up?
Hey, bro. Welcome back again. I apologize for your vocal cords in advance. Because mine are probably going to be dead after this. We're literally, I'm not even going to bluff. We're recording this immediately after we just went over the red cards. So it's like, oh man, we're going to be reading a lot of stuff. Anyway, no announcements, and we're just going to get right into this. I hope y'all are going to enjoy this as much as we are. So, you ready, bruh?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. So, this first one is actually going to be a card of topic as far as talking about. Number 71, Time to Get Serious, Kirito. I don't know why I just thought of Darkwing Duck off of that. 002000. When this is placed from hand to stage, it gets 1500 power for the turn, so it can become a 35. When the battle opponent of this becomes reversed, choose one of your other characters with either Avatar or Net, rest it, and move it to an empty slot in the back row. This apparently is already one of the more anticipated cards. Admittedly, this just dropped last Friday. This is only a week after this is dropped. One of the other guys, one of the other guys in the podcast group is telling me this is like a mandatory 4 of already. Like, this is a $20 card as a double rare, apparently.
Right, I mean, I can see it. 34 power on play, and then on reverse, you get to save a card and move something to the back row. Like, I mean,
yeah, like if you have reversers and stuff like that, that's pretty cool. I've seen the secondary effect I've seen before on cards. I have this in glitter green. Admittedly, it is not a card that gets as big. It's only like a 2500, but it has the same secondary effect of being able to rest a character and move it to the back row. Now, the cool thing is, even if you don't have a character that's reversed or whatever, you can still choose a character, and whether it's rested already or not doesn't matter. You can still move it to the back row.
Right.
So this is already one of those really big cards that people are already saying this is going to be run. Like, along with like this and the oh my god, what was it called? The Temporary Alliance Kirito, the runner, the mill runner. So this is one of those big ones, and already going to be, looks like I'm going to have to be trying to save up to get copies of this, because it looks like people are wanting.
Yeah, me and you're going to be scrambling for some copies, I swear.
Hey, the damn truth. Double rare, too. All right, off the bat. This is going to be a pain, so.
Yeah.
Ooh, best girl for you and your favorite set. Go for it, bro.
Oof.
Number 72.
Ooh, and it's a double rare, so of course, more of a pain. Chain Attack Sinon. Nice and level 3, 2 cost, 9000 power, 2 soul. Continue skill. If you have 4 more characters with your Avatar Net, this card gets -1 level in your hand, so early play, not bad.
That is a really easy early play. I'm sorry.
It's a very easy early play, actually. When this card is placed on stage from hand, you get the effect of Chain Attack Kirito, or from your hand as well. Draw 1 card, and this card gains plus 2000 power, which is not bad at all.
No, it replaces itself. That's great.
Yep. It's really great, actually. And then auto ability, when your character in the front row center slot attacks, you may pay the cost, which is discard 2 and pay its stock. If so, put the top 3 cards of your library into the waiting room, and if there are at least 1 climax among them, you restand this card.
That's nice.
It's very nice.
Like, there was the Suguha that was like a restander as well, which people were saying it would be a little bit harder to do. This is like, I feel
like this is just luck. Yeah.
This is just luck. If you do this as an early play, I would prefer to do this restand effect as it being an early play. Personally. So, okay, here's the cool thing. This is like the Heiress from Konosuba. This is just a quick clarification on this effect. This states if your character in the front row center slot attacks. So if you have this on either side and you already attack with it, when the other one attacks, you can stand. You can do the effect to attempt to stand. The cool part about this effect is if she is the one in the middle center, you can declare the attack, do the effect, and she finishes her first attack while still standing.
Right.
And if she's still standing after the attack has gone through, she can attack once more. So she can still do this if she's in the middle center. So just to clarify that effect. I actually kind of like this like quite a bit for multiple reasons. The early play is easy, the hand trip and then buff and jeez.
Yeah, and especially going right after Kirito too. That's going to
oh god.
Quite the strong combo, which speaking of which,
was that Suguha the chain attack Sugu?
I want to say yes.
Oh my god, restanders for days.
I'm not quite sure. You know,
like,
while you're doing the next card, I'll scroll down and think about it.
Gotcha.
Or scroll down and look for it.
All right, so
actually, you know what? Pause. I don't think there was a chain attack.
You're right. There was not a chain. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You double check while I'm going over this just to be safe, but I don't think so. But either way, this is the card that has been referenced so much in the other colors. Chain attack Kirito, number 73.
Oh, so the next card is Kirito, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So level 3, 2 cost, double rare, 95 power, 2 soul. So this is gonna be big. Go ahead and pull up the climax, the Return of the Black Swordsman.
Oh, don't worry. I got it pulled up right on here. Let me just find which tab it's in because I have all 30 tabs open.
Gotcha. When this is placed from hand to stage, we'll get up to X cards from the top of your library. Choose one of them amongst those cards, add it to your hand. Put the rest into the waiting room. X is equal to the number of your characters with avatar or net. So, obviously, you play this last, you get to look at the top 5 cards of your deck and try to dig for whatever cards you need, which is very, very nice.
Indeed.
Like this across multiple sets, I've used this effect at this point, and this is a very, very powerful effect.
Yeah, and Return of the Black Swordsman, by the way, is a 1k1 with a soul trigger and a pants trigger. So.
Oh, getting back climaxes. So hey, looks like a
combos for days.
Switch combo. This will be interesting after because I am going to pose a question after this effect. So, when your other character attacks, so this is off of someone else attacking, kind of like how the Sinon was. If the climax is in play, you may pay the cost, which is 3 stock, and discarding 2 cards and sending him to the waiting room. If you do, choose a character in your waiting room with chain attack in its name that isn't chain attack Kirito, and put it in the slot this was in. And yes, the new card will be come in as standing and will be able to attack. So, to list off not just the chain attack Sinon we just mentioned, chain attack Silica, chain attack Liz, and chain attack Asuna. That's 4 others before we get to anything else. And like you said, there's no chain attacks Leaf or whatever.
Yeah, but there is a couple chain attacks that aren't level 3, like the ones we mentioned, right? Which is the Asuna and chain attack Gil.
Oh yeah, Tiffany, quote unquote, gets a chain attack card in this as well. So that'll be interesting when we get to that. And there's a lot of cards, and because all of them have effects that state when they're summoned by this effect, their effects go off. Like their usual on-play effects or whatever go off, which is really nice. So being able to get back your cards like the Sinon that can restand, the Liz that can burn, all this other stuff that can just get...
Yeah, the Silica that says, oh, I saw you search a backup. Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like if you specifically... Because of all the different effects, they each have something for different situations, which is really cool. Not saying you're gonna...
It's just like the anime, actually. You know, they always switch when they need a certain party member for a certain situation. Like, that's exactly what this deck does, and it's really cool, actually, how it goes down.
Yeah, not that you're going to be running every single one. Like, admittedly, if you just run the Sinon alone with this is going to be great.
I mean, like, one thing that, as far as I've seen, is just that, you know, the card he summons doesn't check color, so you could actually just run one of everything, more or less.
Really could. Like you said, with the level 0s, you don't care anyway, but it doesn't check color in case you don't have red in your level or your clock. This just straight summons the character. You could still summon the Liz or the Silica off of this and just not give no fucks. So
right, like I would totally love to just, you know, run like 4 of this Kirito, 2 of the Sinon, because honestly the restand is just that good, and then 1 of the rest. and then
Yeah.
just have
It's
it when I need it. You know?
It's kind of a hefty cost though, because it's when your other character attacks. So assuming that you do this on like the last attack, like say the last attack that you have is the one that procs
You're gonna
this,
switch out. Yeah.
means off of his attack and one other character, you've only built up 2 stock. Or if you try to go ahead and do this, like after he like if he attacks first, and then you try to go ahead and do this, you are going to have some problems pertaining to in that regard, because like usually for last shot Sinon, one of the cool things for that is even if you only played one last shot, you could attack with your other characters first, then build up the stock, even if you paid out all of your stock to begin with.
Yeah.
It looks like this you're going to have to be mindful of how much stock you have. Like a lot of players don't have that problem. Sometimes people run into that problem where they just don't have the stock necessary to do stuff. And you can't pay out all of your stock to be able to do this effectively. Especially if you try to play multiples. That's where it comes in and you're like, oh shit. So
Yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't want to have multiples of this card, particularly on the field, but just run the 4 just so I can have that 1 at all times.
And then the whole, even though it's a climax combo.
Actually, I can't even say run 3 just because of all the search Sorter has. But
admittedly, yeah, like getting the cards in hand is not even the problem. It's the amount of cost you have to pay for it, because it's both pay 3 stock and discard 2 cards off of a climax combo already. It just seems a little hefty. It's almost like that first effect that lets you dig, because you're going to use that effect to try to dig for the climax.
Yeah,
like,
for as versatile as it is, I can see why it's that hefty, but I could still say I feel like discard 1 was plenty. But
even then, or even
it's either you drop a stock cost and make it 2 stock and discard 2, or make it 2 stock and discard, or make it keep it to 3 but make it 1 discard.
I don't know. Either way, like it just seems really
pretty hefty.
But
it's 5 cards.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how this goes, because depending on what all you decide to summon off of it could make or break the game, not just off of the attack, but off of each of these effects. So, anyway.
Right.
Okay, so we spent a little bit of time on that, so we're going to try to go ahead power through this. Number 74.
74. Oop, I scrolled again. Sinon being suspicious. Level 0, 0 cost, 2,000 power. It's a rare, so we're getting down to those rares now.
That's weird. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Continuous ability. If there are 2 or fewer cards in your stock, she gains 1,500 power, and then she has character encore.
No. Read it.
It's an avatar net character encore. From your stage into your clock. Oh.
That's what I was... Yeah. I was like, wait, what? I had to look at it twice as well, because I saw the character, and then I glanced down and saw clock. I was like, wait, what?
See, I read it and I was like, oh, character encore, and then I was like, oh, it says avatar net. Okay, character encore for avatar net, and then you're like, keep reading. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh. That's weird.
That's very weird. I might come back to that.
Encore put avatar net from your stage into your clock. That's weird. Why?
That's really weird. Like, I don't even know how to describe that.
I mean, I guess if you want to accelerate yourself, but
if you want to go ahead and push for like level 1 quicker, that's not that bad, but I don't know.
I feel like for such a harsh condition of 2 or fewer cards in your stock for the 1,500 power, that's a little bit too hard of an encore, but
fair enough too.
But I mean, it comes in one of the situations of why play that when I can just play a literal free 4K.
Now, admittedly, the stock isn't going to be that much of a problem, because SAO is one of those that wants to be able to early brainstorm.
I mean, yeah, you're going to be doing all that anyway.
Yeah.
But,
so maybe they kept that in mind. I don't know, but that's a really weird encore, and I don't think I've ever seen that on another card before.
Right.
So.
I'm just more like, if I'm hurting for power, I'd rather just play, Frightful Eye Sinon and get the 4K power without any repercussions. But. So,
anywho, number 7.
That's only if I'm hurting for power.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes in the future, though. So number 75, SAO Survivor Asuna and Kazuto. So it's a 1/0, 1,500 power rare. During your opponent's turn, all of your characters with avatar net get 1,000 power. Cool. When it's placed from hand to stage, look at up to 2 cards from the top of your deck. Choose one of them, put into your hand, put the rest in the waiting room. And then discard a card afterwards. Okay. Interesting hand filter there, but at the same time, you get to look at 2, not just 1. So that's that's actually kind of cool there. And
Right.
once again, the translator note of this is not counted as an Asuna, but you already see that it's not counted as a Kirito because it has Kazuto. So that's whatever. Okay, that's not a bad card. So it could be interesting for the hand filter, especially since it's free. Like, it's not, you don't want to pay stock on that. That's actually kind of nice. So
Right.
number 76.
Give me a sec here. There we go. Again, another Sinon card. Ooh,
We're
getting
timing
all
this
of them.
just right.
I'm getting all of them. Sinon, reliable helper. Level 1, 0 cost, 4,000 power, 1 soul, rare. Continuous ability for each of your other characters with Avatar or Net. This card gains 500 power. And Climax combo. When this card attacks, if Trustworthy Shooting is in the Climax zone, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a character with either Avatar or Net, put it into your hand. Otherwise, put it back where it was.
Two things. One, another card to discuss for this. Trustworthy Shooting, if you'd look that up. Isn't this like the same, almost the same position as...
It is the exact same as...
Temple Alliance.
Right.
So, as far as like how the picture looks, it gets the buff, so it can become, essentially with the full field, a 6k. And what's that Climax, good sir?
The Climax, I was going to say it's the same as Black Swords, except for I think it's a 1k one. Yeah, 1k one with crit and pants.
The crit and pants? Awesome. So... People were already stating when spoilers for this card came out that this is like going to be one of the new advantage engines. Obviously, Zeki Yuki's better. That's trying to compare. That's like trying.
Honestly, it's like comparing Pot of Greed to Jar of Greed. Honestly, but
it's trying to compare a Zeki Yuki to anything is like trying to compare a goldfish to an orca whale. I'm just saying. So,
I mean, yeah.
But anyway, outside of Zeki Yuki, amongst all the other advantage engines in SAO, this is really, really good, especially for people who want that Sinon waifu deck. This is a really good advantage engine for that.
As I slowly move my Sinon deck closer to me.
All right. I've seen this effect in TLR for the Animal Plant deck. One of the cards for that actually had this exact same Climax combo, which was really cool. But the Climax was a 1k1 book trigger, so it was the draw. So either way, I definitely like this, and I'm probably going to be trying to pick up my playsets of this because this is just a neat little card to have. And even as a rare,
it's a good card to have.
Yeah, even as a rare, this would be a pretty damn good advantage engine for down the road. So, and really cool for blue in that case if you want to have the pants trigger but not have some of the other crazy ass pants trigger Climax combos.
Right.
So, anywho. So, number 77, Kirito, Battle in the AR, the Augmented Reality. 105k. When this attacks, it's Shimikaze Kai. When this attacks, choose one of your other characters with Avatar Net. That character gets 500 times the number of other Avatar Net characters. So, it can give a total of 2,000 power to another character when it attacks. Literally Shimikaze Kai, which does not surprise me considering we're getting Asuna Kaze.
Right.
So, okay, fair enough. Actually kind of cool and could actually help out with some stuff. That's actually,
yeah, if you need a buff, good to go.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad card. For blue as well, that's pretty cool. Number 78.
78. Yui, support that you couldn't ask more for. Oh, that's adorable. Level 1, 1 cost, 7,500 power. Ooh, that's very supporty. If the level of your character opposite of this character is higher than the level of this card cannot front attack. Okay, so Agile Star Asuna.
Mm-hmm.
And then Climax combo. When this card attacks, you may pay the cost. If so, choose a Sorry for the Wait in your Climax zone and return it to your hand. The cost being discard a card from your hand in your stock. Ooh. Put a card from your hand into your stock.
You get to choose it. You gain bonus stock because that's when it's on attack, so then you'll still trigger something and then go on top of that. In addition to putting the Climax back into your hand?
Does it put a card from your hand to your stock? Yeah. Sorry for the Wait is it's one of those double souls. And it's
plus
when
2
it's placed,
soul? Oh,
no. That's double soul triggers.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then when it's placed on hand from placed on Climax zone from the hand, then you choose up to 1 blue card in your waiting room and put it into your stock, and all your characters gain a soul.
Oh, it is stock central.
Yeah.
So you get a bonus stock off of the Climax. You get a stock off of the Climax combo, because the +1 soul buff across the board doesn't go away, and then you get an extra soul for it. So off of one character, you're getting 3 stock with the combo and everything of that nature. So in one turn, 5 stock.
It's not bad at all.
That is nice. I actually kind of like this. The disadvantage
And again,
of the
7,500 is pretty beefy.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
For level 1.
So
It's literally Agile Star Asuna except for with an effect. So that's kind of cool.
That was 78, right?
Yeah, that's 78.
Gotcha. All right, so number 79, Yui, full of energy. Another level 3 Yui for the first time in a long while. I don't think there's been one other.
I was like, man, I'm getting flashbacks of the very first order set.
All right. So rare, level 3, 2 cost, 95 power, 2 soul. When this is placed from hand to stage, it gets 500 power for each of your other avatar net characters, similar to Zek and Yuki, for anybody who doesn't know that. For each of your characters. So it's not other, I'm sorry. So she gets a buff from, she counts herself. So she can become a 12k. When this is placed from hand to stage, you may pay the cost of discarding 2 cards. If so, put all of your opponent's stock in the waiting room, and your opponent puts the same number of cards from the top of his or her library in his or her stock. That is cool.
That's very cool.
Because that is considered a blind stock. Your opponent doesn't get to see what goes in there.
Right.
You could, forcibly make someone refresh off of this, which is hilarious. And because it's like off the same number, if it would make them refresh and still go over, it makes you would shuffle and you would put more cards and then you would do the refresh damage.
Right.
So okay, that's actually kind of cool considering I remember an Ellie doing this in Love Live and people were like, "Oh, that's actually a really good card." So also during your opponent's turn, when damage taken by you is not canceled, if this is in the front row, look at the top card of your library and put it on either the top or in the waiting room. That's actually really nice and actually pretty good card, pretty good effect as well. Trying to dig to getting closer to climaxes. So. Interesting.
Yeah, she's quite full of energy indeed.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm really liking that that stock refresh though. That's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, for 2 cards, and that's not that bad considering you could just pitch extra climaxes too. So
right.
That's actually really cool. So, excuse me. All right, so number 80.
Number 80, Kirito, Asuna's lover, level 0, 0 cost, 1500 power, assist. All your level 0 lower characters in front of this card gain 1000 power. Oh, that's not bad at all for early boy. Mm-hmm. Climax combo. At the start of your climax phase, if there are no climax cards in your climax zone, you may pay the cost, which is 2 stock. If so, search your deck for up to 1 following the promise and put into the climax zone and shuffle your deck.
Say do what?
And following the promise is a 1k1 draw trigger.
What?
Is that a draw trigger? Yeah, it's a draw trigger. Okay, cool.
That's cool. I've never seen an effect that does this.
Oh, so I don't have a climax? I'll pay 2 and search my deck for a said climax.
Like, that's an awkward type of compression. Usually you don't want to be pulling climaxes out of your deck, but
so like you leave him in the back row and obviously you're like, I need to get over. Oh wait, I can get over. Let me just go ahead and search this real quick.
That's funny. Like I don't foresee a time where that would really be too terribly prevalent, but the fact that it's there is funny to me.
Right.
So
also, I feel like I don't know if anything else. If one other card climax almost with that'd be great, but I doubt it.
Oh, true. Like if it actually did have other stuff that comboed off of that, that would actually be really nice.
I doubt it, but if so.
We're about to get into a whole bunch more Kirito stuff off of this. Okay, so the chain attack TIFF is coming up in a bit here. So, anywho, the next 10 tabs are pulled up. So let's get right into this. Kazuto, not used to AR, number 81. So 0015. Asuna Wave Attack? Is that the level 3 from Re-Edit?
Is that?
It's Attack and Waves Asuna in English, but I don't know I think it was Wave Attack in... Please look that up while I continue reading this.
Yes.
So it's a bond with Asuna Wave Attack, which is on play, discard a card, and then add that back to from your waiting room to hand. A act ability, this is interesting. Pay 1 and put this into the waiting room. Look at up to 4 cards from the top of your deck and search for one character with Avatar Net, add it to your hand, put the rest into the waiting room. That's actually not bad. That actually really is not bad.
That's not bad at all. And also, from what I'm looking up, it seems it's referring to attack in waves. I haven't seen any other card come up as just...
Let's say, because it'll say, like, on Heart of the Cards.
Right.
So, translations... I'm just looking this up just for sake of argument. I want to say that's what it is. I don't want to be incorrect because I've been incorrect before. It'll happen again at some point. Everyone knows this. Okay, it'll be in the new cards, so it's going to be down closer to the bottom. Yep, Asuna Wave Attack. Just to pull up the picture. So, a bond with this. That's nice. That actually helps.
That's very nice.
That helps the Switch combo decks a fuck ton. That's really cool. And the secondary effect is nothing to sneeze at either. That's actually like a very good effect for the Kirito.
Yeah, it's actually really good. Oof.
So
this is a strong level 0.
Yeah, that's actually really nice too. That might be another one of those top contenders for people who want to try to make the Switch combo deck more.
It's an uncommon too, so it's actually kind of... I almost want to say kind of budget if you don't have like all the better zeros of Sword Art.
Considering Switch combo itself is still like $15 and $20 a piece for
right,
each.
like you're trying to save yourself a couple bucks, replace some of these zeros with this guy.
There you go. So yeah, that Kirito is actually kind of nice. So anywho, number 82.
Number 82, Love Struck Klein, level 0, 0 cost, 1500 power. When this card is placed on stage from hand, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a character with your Avatar Net, this card gains 2000 power until the end of the turn, and you put the revealed card back where it was. And when this card attacks, if you have one or fewer other characters, you may put the top card of your deck into your waiting room. If it's a level 0 lower character, put it in any slot in the back row.
It's like the Adventure with Everyone Silica. It was also a level 0. It's really close to the same to this effect. As far as the second effect's about the same, the first effect's different. So,
yeah, you just get a Love Struck Klein.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. Like, as far as being able to just get more characters potentially on the field at that point, especially because SAO decks tend to run a lot of level 0s. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool actually. So that actually might be something worth testing out.
Telling you guys, like four more cards and we can get our Klein deck. We're just waiting on it.
So close. The fact that you knew that number, you said 4 more cards, makes me wonder if you actually counted it.
I don't know. I honestly don't know, but
if that's accurate, that's scary. Number 83, Yui Sweets Time, 1045, 1 soul. When this is placed from hand to stage, it gets 500 power times the number of your characters with Avatar Net. So she buffs herself, counts herself off of that. So she could become, let me double check, your characters. So it doesn't say other. So she could become a free 7k? Am I doing that math right? Plus 25?
For your characters with either Avatar. Yes.
Free 7k. And then when this is placed from hand to stage, you may pay the cost. So discard a card, choose an investigative report in your waiting room, return it to your hand. So that's going to be probably an event.
Yeah, that sounds like an event.
So that'll be later, and I'll keep like this up just to kind of reference back to it. That's actually kind of cool. So
I think it really depends on what investigative report does, but
true. She get big though. A free 7k like that, like even if you don't run the investigative report.
This set has been pretty heavy on these free 7ks.
Jeez, that's insane. I'm sorry, that's just really crazy to me. Anyway, all right.
Yes, the face is here,
bruh.
Number 84, Chain Attack Agil, Chain Attack Tiff.
Just that face, though. Sorry, I had to zoom
Level
in.
1, 0 cost, 6500 power. When this card is placed on stage from hand, choose a character in your opponent's front row, and that character gets plus 3000 power till the turn. Choose 2 characters in your waiting room and return it to your library, and shuffle your library. When this card attacks, you may pay the cost, which is to choose 2 characters in your waiting room and shuffle them into your deck. If you do, he gains plus 1 soul till the turn.
So as far as being another one of the Chain Attack Kirito targets, he can give himself an additional soul to basically count as if he was a level 3 on the field, to be able to get the buffs and whatnot. So, because then he'd be a minimum of 2 soul, and then Climax would still make him 3 soul because of the Climax being a 1k1 pants trigger.
Yeah, which the only downside being your opponent gains 2,000 power. But I mean, you're gonna probably ram a gill into him anyway.
Yeah, that's if you know, like, you're trying to go for a specific amount of damage too, because the attack is the effect is optional. So if you know you only need to go for like 1 or 2 damage, it's like, okay, do the effect side for like 1 or something like that, or I only need to poke
keep
for
him
2.
right where he is.
Yeah.
Even if you get him all the way up to like, if we have a continuous climax, like the 3 soul, then you can easily just, as you said before, just side and be like, oh well, I only need to deal 1 to you, but since I'm siding at a level 2, this is only 1 damage because I side attacked, but I got all 3 of my.
Yeah. So this is.
And then I have a body in case you live, and then you have to attack my gill, but.
Yeah. So either way, that's not bad. If you also hit level 1 first, I don't care giving my opponent like a buff to their level 0 character that's probably only like 15 or 2k anyway.
Right.
I don't care. Then he's just gonna punch it in the face. So. And it's only for the turn. I've seen stuff like that carries over until the end of your opponent's
their
next turn.
Yeah.
So I've seen worse. So that's not bad. That's actually really cool, and that's probably going to be an option for people doing the chain attack decks. That's probably definitely going to be an option. For people
I'm sure.
Number 85, UE Gathering Data is a 2/1 uncommon 6k 1 soul. All your level 3 or higher characters in front of this gain 2k, and when this is placed from hand to stage, you can pay 1 and pitch 2. If you do, search your library for up to 2 characters with chain attack in name. Already trying to get those effects that just let you go ahead and make your synergy, and that's really cool. So, reveal them, put into your hand, all that, blah blah blah. So, really cool, and already able to go ahead and set up for your big stuff. So,
this is giving me like those like Yu-Gi-Oh deck feels, or like the archetypes, where it's like that one card that has the name has nothing to do with the archetype, but the effect has everything to do with that archetype. Like that. That's this.
Fair enough. I do know a couple of cards like that, so interesting.
Yeah, I can't really think of one at the moment, but
yeah. It's like Test Tiger. Isn't a Gladiator Beast, but it has everything to do with the Gladiator Beast.
I just thought of it the moment you said it too. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. So, anyway, number 86.
86. Kazuto and Asuna Snuggling Up. Level 2, 2 cost, 2 souls, 7,500 power. Continuous ability during your opponent's turn for each of your other characters with either avatar or net. This card gains 1,500 power for each. Jesus Christ. And then translator's note of, the Asuna kanji is different.
Yeah. Okay, so math here, if you have 4 other characters, that's plus 6k during your opponent's turn. That makes him a 13/5.
13/5. Jesus Christ.
Okay, admittedly 2 soul, but at the same time, damn. So
yeah, during your turn he's just 75, but your opponent's turn they're just a force to be reckoned with. Jesus.
The power of love. Yeah. Okay, interesting.
Like, okay
then. Number 87. SAO TIFFANY. Sweating after a hard fight. 500 power. During your opponent's turn, all your characters get 500 power. So, global at that point. When your other character is placed from stage to the waiting room, you can sack him to bring that character back. So he's one of those encore cards, which is really nice. So
that's really cool.
So it's a totally defensive type card because you put it there, and then during your opponent's turn, if your stuff's bigger by a little bit, and then if stuff does die, you can just pop it right back, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
So not bad. Your next one's really easy. Number 88.
Kirito, Angry Confrontation, level 0, cost 0, 2,000 power, continuous ability, all your other Asuna gust-like thrust attacks gain 2,000 power.
Which I'm just going to go ahead and pull this up.
That was a
gust-like thrust, which was, I want to say it was vanilla. Yeah, it's a 1055 vanilla. So that
so it becomes 75.
Yeah. So, okay. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not like overtly impressive either, but it's just kind of meh.
It's there.
Yeah. Number 89, Kirito Overwhelming Spirit. 002k 1 soul. For each marker under this gets plus 1 level and 1,500 power. I'm already going to be interested in this. When the battle opponent becomes reversed, you may look at the top card of your library. If so, put that card face down under this as a marker. That's cool because you get to know what the fuck you're putting in
Yeah,
there.
I was like, that's really cool because you get to see what you're putting in there. That alone makes it kind of a lot more powerful than like any other marker in this game. But
here's another interesting fact: timing. Once again, timing is everything. When the battle opponent becomes reversed, if it's your turn, you poke one of their reversers or their clock bombs or their stock bombs, this effect goes off first. You would be able to give him the marker and the level, and then I do not believe he would be affected by the reverser effect, because now he's considered a level 1, because your effect goes off first before your opponent's does, and it doesn't chain. So
that's interesting, actually.
Yeah, you'd be able to do that and know what you're putting up under the opponent, and then go, ha ha.
How about that level 0 you were trying to reverse that?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No, this is actually really cool, and I'm probably going to end up testing out a couple copies of this card myself. At that point...
Wait, that's actually... Yeah, that's actually quite useful.
So, interesting also, because of this being able to be used as early as level 0, too, so... That's actually really cool, and this is probably going to end up being tested, and that art, though, he is about to smack a mofo.
Oh, yeah, he's like reaching all the way back.
Yeah, so... Let's carry right along. Number 90. We're getting there, guys. It's getting close.
It's been a long journey. Kirito seeking clue. Who I'm seeking a couple clues. All right. Level 1, 0 cost, 4,000 power. Continue. So there are 5 or more cards in your hand. This card gains 2,500 power and Encore, which is discarding a character. Okay, so character Encore. Got it.
I double checked it. I was like, okay.
I'm gonna actually read this.
Make sure this isn't the character from Field Clock. That is so weird to me. I'm sorry. I've just never seen it before. That's why it's weird to me.
Yeah.
So.
But anyway, yeah. So 5 or more cards in hand. He's 65 on his own with character Encore.
All right. So, pulling up these next ones. Oh my goodness. We're getting there. Investigative report, and I think
I can tell you your next card is Vanilla's. I don't know what. So.
Why all the Vanillas though? Which I am going to show off each of the climaxes at the end of this as well. Really? Okay, so yeah, a 117K next.
Yeah, I was like...
92.
Kirito kind expression. Okay, he has a kind expression. There we go.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, hang on.
Yeah, I literally pulled it up, saw that, and just immediately closed the tab. I was like, fuck it, I ain't even worried about it.
Meanwhile, once again, the girls return to me. Sinon, debate coolly. Level 2... 1 cost, backup actually, 2,000 power. When you use this,
25.
No, it's 2,000 power as in like the card itself.
Oh, the card. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I got you.
I thought you were reading the backup. Oh, my bad.
No, when you use the backup of this card, if you have a character with either Avatar or Net, choose one of your characters in battle, and that character gains an extra 1,000 power, and then the counter backup is 2,500 power with the cost being pay 1.
So it could become a 35. That's nice.
Yeah, 35, nice.
Because it's you might as well say it's an auto 35 because it just states if you have a
I
character
mean, yeah,
with
it's gonna be auto 35, yeah.
That's what this deck is. It's just that's nice.
It's very nice.
That's like I actually kind of like that. Okay.
Will like diehard meta Sword Art fans replace their Leafas with this? I doubt it,
Probably
but
not. That Leaf is too good.
Right.
93. Klein emergency participation in battle. So level 2, 1 cost, 65. I stuttered there for a second. Ugh. If you have 4 or more characters with Avatar Net, it gets -1 level in hand, so it can be an early play. For each of your other level 0 or lower characters, this gains 1,000 power, which is not bad considering your back row is probably going to be that. Your back row is probably going to be level 0s, especially at level 1. This is really easy to summon, first off. And assuming you have, I don't know, Asana's Married
for
Life.
each of your other level 0 lower characters?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Assuming you do, he's a 10-5. Assuming you only have, like, your back row is 2, and one of them is, like, Asana's Married Life.
I'm telling you, man,
Like,
if we get some more Klein cards, this Klein deck's gonna be looking clean.
What, 2 more? Yes.
So, I don't know. I want to like make it a personal mission to like count every Klein card and be like, all right, cool. So if I run 4 of all these Kleins,
just when we get to that point, and you count them all, send me a list and I'll put a counter on the podcast. I don't know, some bullshit. Anyway, okay, so this is It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's funny to me, and I may end up testing it out and just fucking around with shit. Anyway, number 94.
Kazuto, lonely somehow. Not quite sure why or how, but whatever, Kirito. Level 2 with a 1 cost, 9500 power, 1 soul, which is weird. This card gets -2 level while on stage. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, that's weird. And then
He get bigger.
when your climax is placed on the climax zone, this card gains X power. X equals 500 times the characters with Avatar Net.
And that counts himself.
That counts himself too.
Hi, I'm swinging with a level 0 12k that's not named Darkness from Konosuba. That's hilarious.
Yo, I'm also going to get 0 reverse though.
Ain't that the damn truth?
Actually, no, because if that's the case, you're just going to side attack anyway and be like, well,
Oh, fair.
you're going to attack into me if you want to.
It's like the whole thing. Yeah, it's like the whole thing with the Ren rune from TLR, because the level 2 rune counts as a level 1 on field, but she's like a 95 for 1 cost. So it's like that, but the fact that they went ahead and brought it, it's because of the secondary ability. If it weren't for that, it probably only do like a -1 level, but that's funny. Like, it's
very funny.
I've used the Ren rune build, and it's kind of a solid card, strangely enough.
You know what else, though? I just thought of it because we just read it. That Klein card scaled off a level 0, so he's a level 0 on stage. So Klein can scale off this Kazuto.
You're so right. I didn't even think of that. Fucking hell.
Alright, so it's going to be Klein plus 1 Kirito. There we go.
Possibly 2 if we keep at this. Oh my god. That's hilarious in more ways that I can count. Like, that is really, really funny that that synergy is there for that. That's
why is it there? Who knows, but it's there.
Yeah. This next one's actually kind of cool. Number 95, the investigative report that Yui has a bond with that is able to get this back.
Right.
It's a 1 cost, and you just straight send it to memory. But during your opponent's turn, if this is in your memory, all your characters with Avatar or Net get 1,000 power.
Wow, Yui's actually being a really, really good support in this deck, or in this set.
Now, because of this, when you send it to memory, it's face up in the memory.
Right.
That AG card,
it would put it back down.
Yeah. Put it face down so that wouldn't be active. But otherwise, a global 1,000 on your opponent's turn is not bad.
Right, especially since, you searched it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's still kind of cool. That's not like the worst thing in the world. I've seen weirder stuff. There was
honestly, low key, I would tech in a 1-up just to be like, oh, I got this in my hand. You're done.
Yeah, there was.
If I didn't have back row, I have it now.
Yeah, there was a event in Kantai similar to this called Wedding Ring, and it was a level 2 1 cost green event that you sent it to memory, and during your opponent, and it's not even during your opponent's turn, it's just constant. Your middle center fleet girl gets plus 2k. It was just like it's similar to that. Obviously it's different, but it's similar to that.
Right.
So okay, that's kind of cool. Ordinal number 1.
Yep.
Oh, is that when
96.
Kirito? That's when Kirito got.
That's when Kirito got the crown.
Oh god.
Screw Kirito.
Oh god.
Blue event. About all you get out of it. If you don't have a character with Avatar Net, you cannot play this card. Basically, if you're not playing Sword Art, you can't play this card.
Ain't that the damn truth?
Put the top card of your deck into the waiting room. Choose one of your opponent's level X or lower characters and put it to the bottom of the deck, where X is the level of that card. So if you milled a 3, then you choose one of the level 3 or lower characters and put it to the bottom of their deck.
Okay, cool. That's interesting spot removal there.
It's quite strong spot removal because
it does target. Yeah,
I thought about it since if you play like or at least my version of like the imaginative chain attack deck where you have all the level 3 stacked up and you have a higher chance of getting a level 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's just actually just on play removal. Just get out of here. You're going.
Yeah, like admittedly, this doesn't get around hexproof. Hexproof would stop.
Yeah, because this targets.
But this can also pop back row. That's actually one reason I actually kind of like this card.
Yeah, it's actually like permanent back row.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
Because no matter what you're hitting a 0 no matter what.
At least, and there's other stuff you could possibly target off of that, but that's really nice spot removal. Like,
Yeah, you're guaranteed popping a 0, and anything else is just candy. Right.
Damn, this is where I had to tech in blue in the freaking Liz deck so that I can get rid of anti-salvage off of this effect.
Yeah, you could. That's
Damn.
It's not the worst thing in the world. You're right.
Fair enough. Just really crazy, admittedly, but it's whatever. So that's it for the events, because I believe the rest of these are just all the climaxes. So the Return to the Black Swords, I'm just showing it because I know we've already talked about this. 1K1 Pants Trigger. Trustworthy Shooting, the one for the Sinon, is the 1K1 Pants Trigger. That's just really good art as well.
Yeah, the art for the set has been great.
Sorry for the Wait, the blue stock from Waiting Room and a Soul to Everybody. And she's like, I got the Orb of Life, bitch. I don't know. And Following the Promise. This is the one that the Kirito plays from the deck. So remember how that event I said for the wedding ring thing? Spoilers. 1K1 and draw trigger. So
yeah,
I think it's like a promissory ring. I don't think it's like a wedding ring. I don't know. It's them being cute.
Yeah, it's just Kirito being like, yeah, that's right. I drive motorcycles and I got a girl. What of it? No.
There you go. So, okay. I don't know if that was like a full hour or whatnot, but we actually kind of got through that fairly decently.
Yeah, I was like, we went through that pretty quickly.
The time on this is probably actually going to be kind of funny. Admittedly, also, I am feeling kind of parched.
Oh, no. Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, so I had to take a quick drink there. So, overall thoughts on this set?
The set is flames. Like, I'm putting it so bluntly because the set is actually flames.
Flames of hate, flames of purgatory.
Yeah, there is like, there's hell flame, then there's like party flames, there's like blue flames, red flames, green flames. There's everything in this set is just actually on fire.
Well, you did mention the whole Uchiha thing with Ajo earlier, so he's probably doing a Matarasu on somebody's ass.
Yeah, black fire, exactly. But
so
matter of fact, go ahead and throw in Starfire too. Why not? But
random.
But no, in all seriousness though, this set's actually pretty well balanced. Except for, again, red could be just slightly better, but
yeah, they're also.
But that's because they're probably focusing so much on like throwing in things from the movie to the point where
yeah,
the characters who didn't exist too much in the movie didn't actually.
And at the same time, yeah, true. It's kind of the hey, this is their moment to shine. It's like how they put all the antagonists within the same color as well. Right. For the entirety of the thing, they are obviously also trying to put out the whole chain attack deck. There's like, okay, you're going to want to run this. You're going to want to run this combo. And, excuse me, it'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. Because, once again, I said it's kind of stock intensive. You may not want to, obviously, Zekinuki is the best searcher, but it's also one of the ones you had to pay stock for. It would be interesting to see a chain attack deck with the Kirito, the 1K1 Pants Trigger for that, and then the Sinon with the 1K1 Pants Trigger for that.
Right.
Because you have other stuff that bonds and gets like the chain attack Kirito and whatnot. So it's hell, you got bonds for fucking attacking waves Asuna from re-edit. So this even has random spice to help switch combo. But it makes me wonder if that's like an 8 Pants Trigger deck to try to make certain you always get your climaxes for the combos and whatnot.
Right, like you're going to always have it.
Yeah. And that way with the Sinons, you wouldn't have to worry about the stock. You'd be able to just build your stock and be able to play all of your stuff and still maintain hand advantage for the most part. It would just be kind of interesting as far as all of that. Even outside of that, one of the other big cards, obviously, also is the level 0 Suguha. That's like the on-play of any climax. That alone is good in like basically any of the decks. Pay 1, look at the top 4 and whatnot. Let me go back and pull it up because this was actually really cool. That's true. She didn't get chain attack, but she got this. I think it's this first one. Let me make certain. This one, yes. Yeah, it's when any climax gets played, pay one, look it up to 4, grab an Avatar net. Just for the cost of one stock, this is definitely one of the ones that's going to be played, even in the last shot decks.
Right.
I can easily see this getting played, and this can go into any of the builds. It doesn't matter what build you have, this is probably going to be played in some capacity. So, there's a lot of nice stuff. You're right, this set is flames.
Yeah, there's so much just generally nice stuff in the set.
To translate that for people who are not all hip with the lingo, yo, this set is good.
Hip with the lingo, yo.
Yeah. This is a really good set, and once again, there's some stuff that's not impressive, and there's other stuff that they're trying to push for. Here's a new deck. Run it.
Right.
But even the little stuff here and there, it's just like, what is this? Like, with that fucking clock effect, that fucking encore clock a character from the field? I mean...
Right, like, where did that come from?
If you know the character's reversed, sure, might as well give it a use. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that's literally one of those, like, where did they get this from? Who did this?
Yeah, and Kirito actually comboing with Klein. What the fuck? I'm a level 0 on field. Oh shit, that's a reverser. Hey Klein, can you kill this for me? Shit like that. So, interesting little thing here and there, and...
Kirito depending on Klein.
Yeah. Just, oh my god.
Who would have guessed?
This is definitely a set that I'm going to be invested in, like, when it comes out.
I'm pretty sure me and your brother's going to be like, alright, well... time to start pulling from this set and only this set for the remainder of time, but...
How much do you think we could convince Harry to not open any boxes for this?
I don't think we'd be able to convince him at all, but Lord knows I wish we could.
Jeez.
Like, it'd be so beneficial to just be like, alright, look, Harry, look. I'm gonna need you to not open boxes for this set. Now, I know you want to, but I'm gonna need you to not.
Oh my god. It would be crazy. Like, I would very, very much, like to pick up a whole bunch of stuff from this set. Obviously, most of it's to sell, but at the same time,
see, a lot of this is like I'm gonna be keeping a lot of this.
Oh no, absolutely. Shit, I'm gonna be keeping a lot of stuff too.
Granted, I mean, if I get assigned or something, I'm selling that immediately. But
yeah, like between
actually no, it depends. Like if I actually open that sign, I'm probably keep it because that'll be like my first. So
exactly. Between that Suguha that's a double rare. This new Kirito, the time to get serious Kirito, is a double rare, and that's already got a price tag in JP. Stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff that was beneficial to all of the various SAO decks, and then there's stuff that they're obviously trying to set up for just certain things. So, yeah. Let's see how this goes, because I am very, very curious as to how this is going to end up being.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be one of those things.
You're not wrong. I think we're getting about to the hour mark. I think we got through the color much quicker than we anticipated.
Yeah, I do think we got through pretty quickly.
But I think we're about getting close to the time we're going to wrap this up. So I apologize if at any point during that I started talking faster than I should. So anyway,
I mean, yeah, we had to get out of there. So
yeah, like I very, very, very much am anticipating December to be able to pick up this set. So yeah, I know I've stated it like 5 times now, but I'm ready. Like have SpongeBob just running across, I'm ready type thing.
Oh yeah, don't worry, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just waiting for it.
And then see the price tags. I'm not ready. God. So yeah. Shit be legit, yo. With that, we're gonna give our vocal cords a rest. And,
oh yes, that'd be beneficial for everybody.
Yeah, next week we got a couple other topics we're gonna end up discussing as far as like trying to go over stuff, trying to go over other announcements. Keep an eye out for the giveaway soon. As far as like announcement for that pretty soon. And with that, we're going to go ahead and sign off for now. I'm fairly certain our consensus is give us this set now. So, I'm
super 50-50 on it, because I also know that, unfortunately, that means there'll be more people I have to go against with Sword Art, and I'll be sad.
I've been on the SAO hype train since Mother's Rosario set came out.
Trust me, when I built that first triple color deck, I've been on that train ever since.
Hell yeah.
I was like, I had, God, what was it? I'm pretty sure I had some form of like card players like mind block, didn't know what I wanted to build, or didn't have anything to build, didn't have any deck for the most part. I kind of borrowed decks. I was like, whatever, I'll put together some random Sword Art deck that's cheap. Oh man, I love this deck. Oh man, I love everything. I love triple color. I love Sword Art. Okay.
Escalated quickly.
It did, because I remember at the beginning of the game I was just like, I'll never play Sword Art. Too many people play it, hate it, and then
bam.
I
don't
know.
I'm not gonna play Sword Art. Say Sinon what?
Yeah, apparently I'm picked up a card and apparently knew what to do from there on.
Yeah, it's just all with a. I could keep going on that, but that's just kind of funny. With that, we're gonna go ahead and sign out for now. Thank y'all very much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not already, and even if you decide not to, hey, thanks for just dealing with us this long of us ranting about cards and whatnot.
Right.
Much appreciated. But with that, this is Kool-Aid and Timmy.
See you later, guys.
Peace out for now.